caught wind of a guy that has a lot of helicopters and a lot of helicopter parts, like 60,000 parts, 12 helicopters. I think we're gonna make a deal with him. I'm gonna buy it. The deal right now might be that I just leave 10 grand here over the weekend and then I never see it again. I don't think that's gonna happen. I trust him. We're gonna come back Monday, land on a final number. Right now we're still somewhere between 150,000 and 300,000, which is still a smoking good deal.
Machaca, outstanding. Red sauce, delicious. Eggs, on point.
All right, guys, welcome back to Arizona. We are here. This is day number 2 on the helicopter deal. We were here on Friday, went home, I left them with a deposit, and now my buddy Joe from Thoroughbred Aviation, guy who built my Black Hawk, greatest mechanic ever, he's been going over the paperwork, books, everything, trying to establish kind of a rough inventory, figure out what's going on in here, and help me understand what it's worth, because I still haven't landed on a final price with these guys. So we're gonna go in, talk with Art and Sebastian, and see how close we can get to making a deal. And yeah, we'll see where it goes.
I did see the book for the Turbo Mecha that's over here, so that's good.
Seem to have misplaced the keys, huh? One at a time.
859. Oh my god, remember me trying to break into my... Awesome! Who did it?
Right here, this is the key.
Shut up.
Keeping it. My key now.
My key. There you go.
My key
I knew
now.
one of them would work.
Well done.
There you go. You tried all the keys are right there?
Yeah, got it. I think this is a cassette player, or it could be like an old Nintendo 64. We gotta blow in it.
I think
Get it to work again.
I think everything in here is helicopter stuff.
Oh, it's a. Gosh, see, radio.
There's no way.
What do you mean? There's no way? I'm so confused. Why you guys don't think I can make this work,
The angles.
bro?
Okay.
I'm impressed.
Freaking Spider-Man and James Bond, all in the same character. How may I help you?
All right, so starting negotiations again here today. We were last here on Friday, and it's just the story keeps on changing. Not accusing anybody of anything, but I think there's a lot of emotions involved here with the way this whole deal has been put together and the way this whole warehouse has been built over the years. Obviously, this is, you know, a lot of time and energy for somebody, but you know, the hard part is identifying what I'm actually buying. And so I'm trying to identify what I'm buying and say, is that part of it? Is that part of it? And I'm being told, well, that's not, but that is, and that's not, and that is, which isn't going to work, because if I lived right next door, we could easily come down here and say, yep, this is it, that's not, you know, and go through the stuff. But since we don't, and we all got to get back to Salt Lake, and Joe's got to get back to Kentucky, and, you know, this is not we're not here every day. We have to have a very clean, black and white, this goes out, this is yours, everything else stays type of situation. And that's going to be the easiest, cleanest way to do it. So
Yeah, and bro, listen. Ain't nobody trying to burn you here, man. There's like 40 million, 50 million.
I know, I'm not accusing you.
And all that stuff, I can move it outside and
Right.
I'll tow it away.
Yeah.
It's simple as that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna negotiate here and there. That's harsh.
Right.
You know that.
What do you mean by that?
Meaning the forklift thing.
Okay.
That's a little harsh. And then
Well, I'm not trying to be harsh.
so
I just had expectations.
exactly, and they're fully here.
Yeah.
At the same time, it is what it is. You're getting a smoking deal, right?
Understood, but the deal, I can't have the deal change. Once I understand what a deal
Nobody's
is,
changing.
that's why I'm trying to figure out exactly what it
Tools
is.
and stuff. If you don't want the racking, we'll take it. But
Right.
everything was included. Forklift is going to a guy that's in a wheelchair.
Mhm.
Fell out of the sky in a helicopter.
Didn't know that Friday.
His son died.
Sure.
In a helicopter.
Understood.
So I'm donating it to him because
Yeah.
it broke down.
So you're telling me forklift's not part of it?
You can have it. I'll buy him another one.
But
That's fine.
I'm just trying to establish expectations. I'm not trying to tell you
And
that you should or shouldn't do
Here's
anything.
the thing. My personal stuff,
Right.
like tools and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I got my toolbox out of here already.
sure.
No problem.
Yeah.
That stuff, come on.
Right.
Seriously.
I'm not
You
asking
guys
for your
got
personal stuff.
own-
We
you
talked
guys
about
got
that
your-
when we started the conversation.
Exactly. But when everybody comes in here and they're all tensed up in the room, everybody's got to get out. It's like so military. It has to calm down.
Right.
This is a friendship thing.
Sure.
This was a good thing.
That's a great
This
thing
was
for everybody.
you do things for people
Yeah.
as I do too, and
For
that's
sure.
what the whole thing was about.
Right.
But when we come in here and everybody's like on edge,
I don't think anybody's on edge. I think we're all just kind of focused and trying to concentrate on.
so let's all sit down
putting
and
everything
talk
together.
rather than running around and talking about we got to check this, we got to check that, make sure that that's
That's
not
no.
good, man.
There's no private conversations happening here.
No,
Everybody's
no,
assessing
private, no private.
from wall to
I'm
wall
just
what's
saying,
happening.
Let's calm down like we did before.
Right.
That way everything's chill.
We're all
Everybody
there.
feels good about it.
We're all there. Everybody. on the
Because
same
when
page.
everybody's moving fast and everybody's checking and everybody's like so focused on, forklift, tools, everything, bro, seriously, that landing gear, 10 of those landing gears is, I can show you a box that's 10 times that.
Yeah.
It is what it is, bro.
We're good, man.
Yeah,
We're
I don't want
relaxed.
to have this because I'll run this shit out the door.
For sure.
And that's just what I'm about.
Yeah.
It was already going out the door.
Yeah.
Lamar fucked me, just like everybody else before that. No AC 6 months. It pushed me out 6 days before.
Right.
I was supposed to stay 6 days.
Mhm.
Seriously. He starts telling me there's no trucks, there's no
Right.
booms, there's nothing. Dumpster it goes. I filled out 7 huge dumpsters and had about 15 trucks come out here with guys for scrap metal. It was going out the door.
Yeah.
I heard that you do some good stuff. You did some research. I don't do social media.
Right.
And I said, you know what? Let's donate some stuff.
Yeah.
And then he's got a lot of things going, nanoparticle technology, all that stuff. Let him succeed.
Yeah.
I'm good. I don't need anything.
Conversation that we
I
had.
came
We're all
from
on the same
nothing.
page.
So now, today, it doesn't seem like that.
No, we're all on the same page. All I
Okay,
wanted
so
to do
let's
today was show
take
up
it
and
slow.
figure out exactly what we're buying and what the separation looks like, because there has to happen sooner or later. Otherwise,
No,
we're
it
going to
already
continue.
happened. It already happened. It's just, like I said, tool and personal stuff.
That's what I'm learning, though. That's the
No.
questions I'm having.
I could have sworn we said personal stuff.
Forklift wasn't part of the conversation, so
let's-
that's what
that's
triggered
what I'm
this
saying.
right here.
I don't want to say forklift ever again. The forklift stays.
Yeah.
No problem. You guys need it?
So what I mentioned to Sebastian is a good thing that we could do is walk around with a piece of tape or something and just mark
No,
everything that.
we don't need to. I just need to get my shit out of here and that's it.
Well, that's the problem. I need to understand what's your shit.
My tools.
And you got the
what else do I
stereo and
have
different
here?
things like that.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
just it's very simple though. This is not like a nitpick. That's mine. That's yours. This is a hey, walk with me, Dave. I want to show you. That's my speaker system. That's my this. That's my that. That's the stuff I'm going to get out today. All you're doing is helping me identify what's going to be pulled out. We're not negotiating over any of that stuff.
Yeah,
I'm not
no,
asking
we're
to
not
keep any of
definitely
your personal
negotiating because
stuff.
this is not a business deal.
Right.
This is a giveaway.
Sure. And I'm not asking to keep any of your personal stuff.
Well, I wouldn't give it.
Right.
I'm giving stuff away. I'm not selling it.
Right.
So this is a donation, obviously.
Sure. But understood.
So
That's exactly what we're doing.
everything's being donated.
Right. Trying to understand what the separation of donated items are.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
My personal stuff, I obviously wouldn't donate, like my stereo and my couch and my underwear.
And all I wanted to do
Yeah.
was identify what that
And
is.
that-
I don't want to have my guys come in here and start packing out one of your speakers or
Who's that?
something.
I'm not negotiating a deal. We're helping people out. Obviously, you're probably going to do some good with this. You help people out.
give
I help
a
people
lot
out.
back.
That's the only thing that's on my mind.
Right.
Nothing about a deal.
Right.
Because that's not a deal. That's I'm walking away from everything, basically.
Sure.
So if we're going to do that, then I'll just start dumping again. And that was the whole point of it. I just want this to do some good. And if it's going to do some good, then that's what it's about. But it's not a deal. Simple. We got to be on that same page, because here I'm feeling a little bit more agitated, more fast, more yours, mine, that thing. And all of a sudden he's not feeling good about it. I'm not feeling good about it.
Right.
And there's too much movement, too much fast, specifics, what's this? Oh, we got drone footage, okay, no worries. He didn't take that bolt. Fuck that. That ain't happening.
Right.
That's not fucking happening. If this ain't enough, and that bolt's a concern, then it ain't enough. It'll never be enough. I'm just saying.
Let's walk me back a little bit.
Yeah.
Who brought up concerns?
Well, somebody's talking about drone footage. Well, we got drone
You brought
footage.
it up.
No, you guys said it.
No, you brought it up. You said
was-
you have the drone
yes.
footage that you can inspect. We didn't.
After
That
you
wasn't even a
guys-
thought of mine.
No. You guys said it right here. You said it right here to your guys, and I repeated it later.
Yeah.
That is that is so clear. I would have never said that unless I heard it.
Sure.
I just wanted to make sure that that's what we're talking about. If that's what I'm talking about.
Sure.
That's not what was last time we met. Completely different. And this here is, okay, we're coming in, we're doing this, this is specific, we're locking the doors, we want to make sure nobody's in here. Dude, that's a deal. This is not a deal.
Oh, okay.
This is
I
us.
misunderstood.
This is us.
No, hold on. I
This is
misunderstood
us
because
being
this,
nice and
I
saying,
came in.
"Here,
I came in
take
under the
it."
expectations that we were making a deal. Granted, the deal is interesting and it was creative, and the way we're going to do it is, you know,
Yeah.
I'm going to support Sebastian and what he's doing.
Perfect.
But I didn't come in under the expectation of some community idea of just this ebb and flow that I have zero control over, because I am going to
not
be
gonna be
putting.
here.
I understand, but I'm putting
Yeah,
a
you
lot
can
of money
do
into
what you
this that
Oh,
I
I
have
have
to be
too.
able to control. I know you have. I'm not even. I'm not. This is not comparing
Yeah.
apples and oranges. Okay, well, that's not
20,
something we're
10
trying to
years
do.
of 7 days a week.
All I'm
yeah.
trying to say is
That's,
this is a deal to me.
Yeah.
Whether it's a donation deal or whatever it is, there is money changing hands, and it has to be drawn. It just has to be crystal clear so that your expectations are met and mine are met. Does that make sense?
And I was crystal clear.
Sure. All we're doing is
like I
clarifying,
said.
right?
What else?
I mean, this conversation is clarifying. This is not nobody's accusing anybody or
clarified,
anything.
But when I come in here and we got drone footage of this, we got guys walking around, how many landing gears, all this.
Right.
That's not gonna happen.
Well, all
I don't
was-
want to hear that shit.
If
in
you
this
heard that
warehouse.
conversation, that was because when
That
we
was
left
right
it-
behind you. I was
sure,
walking with you
I
guys.
understand. Hearing that conversation,
Uh-huh.
that was probably somebody saying it looks different than last time. What happened? What
What
things have
looks
moved?
different?
The whole place looks. much
Yeah,
different.
because I
Things are-
fucking moved shit around and I had to
Understood.
get stuff inside.
Understood.
And I cleaned it up and I started organizing it.
Right.
And I started getting new packaging material. I started labeling things. I started moving this stuff, packaging, all that, separating things out, make sure the boxes, getting the paperwork done.
Yeah.
I was here for the last 2 nights straight. I haven't
understand.
slept in 3 days.
No, I know.
Doing here, coughing up, dust,
Right.
not complaining,
For sure.
doing a good thing, and not even mention. I didn't even want to fucking mention that shit.
Right.
But what it should have been, oh, looks great. Let's look at this. Nothing has been moved other than that thing that was up there, which the tools are right there.
Mhm.
That's it. What else do you want? If you got something to say it. And I'm straight up. They're right there.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and.
So if there's a concern, then let's bring it out to the open. If you see a box that's different, ask me, and I'll show you where it is. If you got a picture of it, I'll find it for you, brother.
Sure.
I'll find it for you, man. But
So, who am I talking about this donation with? You, Sebastian?
I'll be
Friday
in,
with
at this
Sebastian?
point. I'll be in overhearing it because you know this is I gotta support my kid at this point.
Right.
I thought we're clear, but I'll you know I know negotiations. I know a little bit more. I don't want him being stressed out because this is now a stressful situation.
Yeah.
And it's not the fun thing that we were discussing last time, and it feels completely different, brother.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that changed.
Well, probably the drone footage comment.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then bouncing around and there's room, and then is there room? There's a room. Specifics, and then I need everybody out here just so we're clear. As soon as the thing, I need the doors locked.
Yeah, I guess there was a completely
There
different
was.
understanding.
I
here.
didn't say anything.
Yeah.
It was just pop, 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 pop,
Right.
pop. I'm like, whoa, wait a second.
Yeah.
You know,
That's part of
what I said.
that's part of finalizing an agreement, you know. for
That's
me.
not the way I finalized all
Sure.
this.
Right.
And I've done monster deals,
No,
brother.
I'm not saying you haven't
You know,
done.
and I've
fantastic deals.
never went in and
Right.
I need you, please help me,
Yeah.
help you.
Yeah.
And he's been through some of
Sure.
the
You
negotiations.
guys are here full time. I have limited time. I'm trying to be as
Believe
thorough
me,
and
and
specific.
that's why I
Hold on,
set
please
everything
just
up.
listen to me.
Yeah, but
I'm just
go
trying to be
ahead.
as efficient with our time here as possible, and I'm not trying to waste your time or anybody else's time. So that's why when I come in and get to the point, that's me trying to be respectful of your time.
Yes.
I'm not trying to disrespect you in any way at all, because I have nothing but respect for you.
Of course. And thank you. At the same time, don't do that.
Understood.
I'm here for you. I've been here for you.
Right.
I don't expect any money.
For sure.
I helped out the natives for 3 fucking years. Not a dollar I asked for.
Right.
I'm there for people.
Yeah.
But
I
I'm
see
not
that.
going to be fucking
For sure.
this in
Yeah.
this house.
No, I'll be more careful. the way
I
I
am
ask
fully
those
supportive
questions.
of anything you want to know.
For sure.
That's fucking video, whatever the fuck you want to do, let's do it.
Right.
If you're missing a box, let me know, we'll find it.
Yeah.
We'll search this motherfucker till we find it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. And if there's a fucking problem, let me know, and we could both part ways, because I'm not gonna stress like this
Right.
in this when I'm doing a good deed.
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't want to be acknowledged. I just don't want to be shit on.
Right.
At the same time, brother, because
Yeah,
I've
that
been
makes
through
sense.
some shit, and I got enough motherfuckers trying to fuck me out there.
Right.
And that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
If they didn't do it out there, they ain't doing it in here.
Yeah.
And 6 months without AC.
Right.
6 days to move out.
Yeah.
Trying to change the locks for what?
Right.
For what? Trying to take my shit for free? Oh, that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
No.
That makes sense.
I had people trying to fucking walk through the door, asking about my son, taking pictures of you and him talking. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Right.
I'll fucking snap somebody's neck. I am tired of that shit. You know how many people have come here to try to know every single body was putting the date on Wednesday when my move out date was Tuesday.
Right.
Really? Man.
We spent the last couple hours going back and forth with Art. Obviously, this is, again, like I said, this is kind of his life's work, and so he's a little emotionally attached to some of the stuff. I've got some concerns, and I'm not going to get into kind of too many details of what they are, but bottom line is my gut's telling me that I probably shouldn't do this full deal. And a lot of it's because I don't have full control over what's happening here. Yeah, it's just, that's it in a nutshell. So I'm ready to walk away from the deal. However, I already gave them 10 grand, and I want the Dolphin helicopter, but I don't want any of the drama that comes with it, with the warehouse and everything. So I'm thinking I'm gonna try to possibly throw an offer right now to just buy the Dolphin and all the parts and stuff with it. Offer them 100 grand or something and see if they go for it, and then walk away, because I just don't feel real comfortable with everything else that's going on. So here we go, see what happens with it. I might have just thrown 10 grand at nothing by giving them a deposit if we leave here empty handed, because something tells me I'm probably not getting a refund, but we'll see.
Let's say Dave buys it all. Comes to a good agreement on price, whatever. We still then have to ship it all back to Utah.
Or to Kentucky.
Warehouse it. Joe ain't sending it to Kentucky.
Pack it, inventory it, warehouse it, ship it.
How long?
None of us are going to inventory.
Because you sell parts right now on the regular, right?
Yeah.
How long is the average shelf life of a part?
Impossible to say. The stuff that was going to move fast already moved. So the stuff that's here, 2 days, 12 years.
Probably
Take a
depends
guess.
on the aircraft,
Yeah,
if it's a popular
Is there a
aircraft.
lot of parts for sale online right now for the Dolphin and the Pumas?
You're talking about two what Airbus considers legacy machines, so it just comes down to the operator. How many operate? Most Pumas are operated overseas now. They're not even operated in the States.
So, okay, let's say he buys just the Dolphin. Then it's the fear of making sure we leave here with everything we need to get it running before we put ourselves in an even bigger bind.
So we don't have to then contact him to buy the parts that we didn't come home with.
Exactly.
That would be scary. And
Yeah.
who knows?
All right, time to call the bank and put a stop payment on a check.
Oh, really?
You want to put that in other words?
That answers our question. In other words, the deal went south. Now we're getting out of here.
Because they don't have any
If you are a Chase customer and would like to access your account,
I think that might be their security.
Yeah.
if you are a Chase customer and would like to access your account,
I just kept getting a really yucky feeling. Every conversation I had, it kept getting worse and worse and worse. And when they finally demanded that I send money overseas to some military contractor company that they do business with,
That doesn't make sense.
nope. I gotta put a stop payment on this
You
one.
didn't get this Dolphin yet, but you will have a Dolphin soon now.
Maybe.
Because you are so set on it.
Hey, Mike. Hey, the deal's not gonna happen. he just keeps getting crazier and crazier and wants me to send money to some offshore military account. So I just walked away, and we're gonna be out.
All right, good.
I apologize.
All right, man.
Let me know if you do end up locking the building and end up liquidating anything, because we can get it all moved out pretty quickly and work a deal. But I have a feeling it's not gonna be that easy with Art.
Yep. All right, understood.
Thanks, sir. So I think here's where it's at. I hate drama, and this video was not intended to be drama. It was supposed to be something cool and exciting. But when your gut tells you that something's not right, you follow it. And that's what my gut's telling me right now. I'll tell you kind of the evolution of this deal. I heard about it from a friend, a fan, really nice guy, Lamar, great guy. He told me a few weeks ago, a month or so ago, hey, here's this deal, here's, some valuable stuff, some of your pictures. I was like, yeah, that's cool, that's interesting. And he's like, shoot him an offer, a couple $1 million. I was like, not interested. And then didn't talk to him for a few weeks, came back, he's like, hey, shoot him any offer. He's got to get out. He doesn't have any options because he's currently getting evicted. So he's like, literally shoot him $150,000 offer. I was like, okay, tell him $150, I'll come down and buy it all. Get on the phone, I hear him talking to Art, $150, deal. Or he said, yeah, come down, check it out, let's talk. So we came down under the assumption that $150,000 bought everything in that warehouse, which is a smoking deal. Don't get me wrong, great deal. When we got here, looked around, started having to negotiate with the son. Son told me he's like 300 grand. And then I was told that I couldn't send money to the dad, and the dad would have to donate me, Art would have to donate the stuff to me, and then I would send the money to a different bank account. Whatever, everybody's got their problems, sure. That was Friday. We come back today, and the whole warehouse has been rearranged, stuff's been moved. They claim it was just personal stuff that was moved out. That's fine, whatever. I still saw a lot of the major components were still there that were valuable. Joe's been here for 2 or 3 days getting kind of an inventory of stuff, what's going on. And, even Joe's like, hey, $200,000, $300,000, we could still probably make some money. That you probably still get basically the Dolphin helicopter for free by the time we sell all this stuff. Okay, great. We land on a number. It was $240,000. And then I also would have to pay $25,000 of back rent to his landlord, who's currently got an eviction notice against him. And then I would have to pay $20,000 of storage to keep everything here for the month of December. So I was going to be into this deal, what, $285, which was right below the threshold of, where we wanted to be. But there was also this weird world of, had anything been removed, was stuff still there? And I'm not accusing them about anything. I actually really liked, their operation there, but I just don't know because I'm not here. They're here all day, every day. And then the straw that broke the camel's back just now was I wanted to send a wire today, give them their money, and then lock the doors today, and not just remove them, but remove anybody. I don't know who has access to this building. So once the money hit their account, I wanted to change the door locks, padlock all the doors, and just close it. And that's basically hitting reset. And I told them that multiple times. And, emotions got a little hot for a second there with them, because I think Art maybe felt like I was accusing him of something, which I wasn't. I was just trying to make this as clean and clear cut as possible. And so still we were on track to do it. We were going to figure that out, get the money transferred. And then I was told that the money needed to go overseas to some military entity. And I said, why? And he said, oh, we got contracts, and he couldn't give me a straight answer. And I felt very uncomfortable with that. And that's when my gut said, run. So as I started walking out the door, I talked with them one more time. I said, hey, I'll buy the Dolphin from you if you guys want to sell it. You sell me that, and we can move on, and we don't have to take all your stuff, and we can just do a deal on that. They didn't want to do that because there's a bunch of Dolphin parts in there that I have to track down. So I think they thought that I was just going to have to kind of bend over and send the money overseas, or I think they thought that I needed this more than I really do. Really, I just wanted it because it'd be fun and cool. But no amount of fun and cool is worth coming back down here and the headache of finding that potentially stuff that I paid my hard-earned money for was gone or locked up or in a dispute or had liens against it. Or just not worth it. So I'm done. And they're like, okay, fine. And then I think that he looked at me and waited for me to negotiate and walked out, and now we're leaving.
That was it?
That was it.
You literally said, all right, I'm done?
I said, okay, thanks for your time, I'm leaving. And they were like, all right, and then like you could tell they were like ready to have a conversation. And then here we are, we're leaving. What sucks is I did give them a $10,000 deposit, and maybe we have it on camera, but when I said, I don't wanna give you guys 10 grand and then not have anything to show for it, and Art said, he's like, shit, I'll sell you the Dolphin for 10 grand. Like, you got a deal, you gotta, you know, our word is good. So technically, I'm supposed to be able to take the Dolphin for 10 grand because he verbally said that, but it's not gonna happen. And I'm just gonna chalk it up at $10,000 to being gone. And it is what it is. I'm not gonna get that money back. That was a risk that I took in giving them a deposit. I'm glad I didn't give them a bigger deposit because they were asking for like 10% of the deal. Like they wanted 30, 40 grand. Really glad I didn't give that much money. So don't let this video flop. Let the ad revenue cover that 10K that we just lost.
We lost more than 10K, just by the way. I don't want to say I'm your
Flights were probably in this thing 15.
Flights, rental cars, not shooting other videos, taking 4 days of our life, paying for all of Joe's time.
Yeah,
so this was an expensive lesson.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, the risk to reward was really high. It was a high risk, but the reward could have been tremendous. I mean, really, I could have got a free helicopter that deal. Helicopter that would have been worth $1 million or $2 million. But I also could have sent $230,000, $40,000 overseas and come back to an empty warehouse. I'm not gonna fight that fight.
It's weird that security guard showed up right when we left.
That was what was really sketchy is
he was sitting there the whole time.
Yeah.
He was sitting across the way in his car the whole time.
we left. Literally the minute we start pulling away, a security guard in an unmarked car pulls around and jumps out of his car and goes into the warehouse. He was apparently hired to sit there and watch us. So now we're going back to Salt Lake and I am done with this deal.
The worst part about this whole thing, Dave, I don't want to really, like, I know you're having a hard time, didn't get your Dolphin, you're having to fly main cabin on the way home.
That's just salt in the wound right there.
Salt in the wound. Actually, have you booked flights?